Tonight on WAKO News at 7, a special segment on the growing threat of NDD to our nation's youth. Nature Deficit Disorder. Is your child at risk? Tune in to our exclusive for vital information about this frightening new affliction before it's too late.
What we're seeing emerging in this generation, even in the last generation, today's 20-year-olds, is an alarming rise in physical and emotional difficulties that have, I believe, a direct correlation to both the amount of time they spend plugged in and the amount of unplugged time they have. What the next generation's spending time with today, what are they doing? iPods, cell phones, computers, console games, and television. What's missing? How about nature? What happened to the great outdoors? What happened to go outside and play?
Go outside and play.
What happened is more complex than it appears on the surface. Parental fears and the stress and exhaustion of two-income families contribute. Stranger danger means children are no longer sent outdoors to engage in imaginative play due to the generally irrational fear that they'll be abducted by aliens, wolves, apes, or else parents think their child will wander into the street and be struck by a car. And for all I know, some parents are worried their children will be eaten by a bear. But the truth is, many parents today will find any excuse to keep their child indoors. Some believe if they rush their child from one activity to the next, play dates, piano lessons, ballet, soccer, hockey, theater practice, wearable art club, it's better than leaving them in front of the TV, but it's not enough. We're raising a generation afraid to go outside out of fear of wide open spaces, Lyme disease, face-to-face social interaction, and killer ducks. Too much time indoors, whether for the coming generation or the current one living in an office cubicle, has a demonstrated link to psychological and physical disorders such as ADD, ADHD, GAD, RSI, BFF, WTF, depression, obesity, and a rise in missed school days. Some teens are even experiencing a rising phenomenon termed Thumbosis Extremis, a disorder mainly caused by obsessive texting in which the hand's main digits cease functioning from not enough use. It's a reverse evolutionary step in which only the thumbs are operating at full functionality. Just look at the data. The more time children spend with electronic media and technology, the higher the percentage of them suffering secondary effects when compared with their peers who spend more time unplugged. World of Warcraft alone is a leading contributor to ADD, RSI, bad skin, and a rise in obscenity usage among 16 to 20-year-olds. How do we reverse this alarming trend? Federal studies and noted think tanks are spending considerable grant money tackling the issue, focusing on more environmental education in our nation's schools to fire enthusiasm in today's youth for green initiatives and eco-awareness. Almost $14 million has been spent in one urban center's Safe Non-Impact Indoor Trekking Program, or SNIT, in which students utilize a long motorized treadmill that simulates the experience of hiking natural vistas. Results have been less than favorable. In my own research, I found a method that has produced marked improvement, dramatic results really, in one young woman who had been suffering from irritability, anxiety, depression, attitude problems, lethargy, and early onset thrombosis. Some experimentation was involved. Just prescribing a course of treatment didn't work very well. Progress was slow using that method. I was afraid I wouldn't succeed. How would I motivate her toward a balanced life? When does she arrive? Arrive at a place where she can cope unplugged in the natural world, free from fear of seagull attacks or a sudden rainstorm. And I discovered, quite by accident, a factor that produced a meteoric rise in her progress toward health and happiness. I got involved. we done?
Yeah, we're done.
We done? Awesome. I got a level 85 paladin. I'm going to do a Cataclysm heroic raid at 7 o'clock, so I don't know. What? How much time does that give me?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Oh, great. Thanks. Hey, good job, guys.